Today, I'm going to share with you some brief numbers in Tri-Valley market and also East Bay, one city in East Bay. The first number I'm going to show is in Pleasanton, detached homes. This is the average dollar per square feet sold. It is $789. This is the new high for Pleasanton area, and it shows a 34% raise. So as you can see, the dollar per square feet sold is still going up for Pleasanton area during the month of July. So let's move on to the next slide. I'm going to show you some brief numbers. The first one is inventory. This month is 37 in the market, and the same time last year was 51, which shows a 27% drop. That means the inventory is still low for Pleasanton, while the sold properties is comparable to last year. Sorry, there's a typo. It's 10% drop, which is 91 for this month, and the 99 buildings or properties sold during the same time last year. For the month supply, as you can see, is still kind of low, is 0.5 months, which means the inventory on the market at the pace currently have is going to be sold for within half months. And the same time last year, it was 0.9 months. So it still shows a 0.4 month drop. So let's move on to the next city. This is for Sacramento. It's also about the detached home. Sacramento, this number shows a new high. Its average sale price in Sacramento area, it is $1,810,000, which shows a 42% increase from the same time last year. So it's a very big rate. So let's move on to the next slide. There are some more information I want to show you. For the inventory, this year is 30 properties on the market. And during the same time last year, it was 42. As you can see, in the Tri-Valley area, the inventory is still pretty low, which shows a 30% drop. And the sold properties, you can see as in Pleasanton, the sold properties number is dropped from the same time last year. This month, it is 85 properties, and during the same time last year, it was 99 properties, which shows a 14% drop. So the month supply is still very low, even though it shows a little bit rise from last month, but it's still 0.4 months, which is a 0.3 months drop from the same time last year. So Kenny, after I show these numbers, what do you think about the month supply or the sold inventories in the Tri-Valley area?
Oh, I think it's still very, very tight in San Ramon and Pleasanton. I
Yeah.
think probably places in Danville and Livermore might be the same thing happening still. There's no relief in Tri-Valley. I can't really see a trend of any slowing down. The soul is slowing down. Is slowed down since last year. So in terms of activities, it certainly slowed down. So, but in terms of the price, it's still very high. I think in a couple of months, we're gonna hit new high again,
Yeah.
and there is no end in sight in the Tri Valley yet.
So let's move on to the city in East Bay then. So in Unit City, I'm going to show you the number in Unit City. You can see the arrow down there is 41% raise. It's the average dollar per square feet sold in Unit City. It reached new high at $768. I remember the same time last year it's around 550, so it shows a 41% raise. And let's move on to the next slide to see some other activities. So the inventory, as you can see, is 14 properties, which shows a 27% increase from the same time last year. But compared to the cities I just showed you, it's still very low. Not too much difference for the inventory. 11 and 14 is the inventories are extremely low. But the sold properties, as you can see, the activity is definitely raising up in Union City. This year in July is 41 properties, but at the same time last year it was only 18. I discussed with Kenny earlier before the presentation, and I think Union City is definitely catching up. It's a hot area, maybe attracts more buyers for the lower price, the convenience of the city, located to maybe some the buyers live working the South Bay. They tries to find a house there in Union City, and it shows over 100% increase. So the month supply is still very low at 0.4 months, with a decrease of 0.2 months from the same time last year. So that's the number I'm going to show you today. Thank you very much.
Which is the hottest area in the Bay Area right now? There's no doubt the hottest area is in the Tri-Valley. Inventory is extremely low, prices is all-time high, and month supply is like what, 0.2, 0.4, 0.4? Okay,
0.4, 0.5.
now